Let's continue with S block elements, and now we take up chemical properties of alkali metals. Alkali metals are highly reactive due to their large size and low ionization enthalpy. The reactivity of these metals increases down the group. That is, lithium is least reactive and cesium is most reactive. Francium is radioactive. Reactivity towards air, they burn vigorously in oxygen, forming oxides. Lithium forms monoxide, sodium forms peroxide, and other forms superoxides. The reason is larger cation stabilizes larger anions. The superoxide is stable only in the presence of larger cation, that is potassium, rubidium, and cesium. Lithium reacts with oxygen to form lithium monoxide, sodium reacts with oxygen to form sodium peroxide, and potassium, rubidium, and cesium form superoxide with the formula MO2 as the general formula. Lithium shows exceptional behavior in reacting directly with nitrogen of air to form nitrite because it is smaller in size, and it's similar to magnesium. It shows diagonal relationship. Magnesium also forms nitrite, that is Mg3N2. It is due to the high reactivity towards air and water that alkali metals are normally kept in kerosene oil. Some reactions of alkali metals we are going to take up. This is the general reaction. Metal reacts with water to form metal hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Hydroxides are the strongest bases known. Lithium forms lithium monoxide, and to small extent sodium also forms monoxide, but to large extent sodium will form peroxides, and lithium to very small extent forms peroxide. Potassium mainly forms superoxide. Not only potassium, rubidium and cesium also form superoxide. Metals react with hydrogen to form metal hydride, which are ionic or salt-like hydrides. Lithium is the exception, which can react with nitrogen to form nitrite. Other metals all form phosphide with phosphorus, arsenide with arsenic, and antimonide with antimony. With sulfur they form sulfides, with selenium they form selenides, with tellurium they form tellurite. With fluorine, fluorides, chlorine, chloride, bromine, bromide, and iodine, iodides. Fluorides are most ionic, then chloride, then bromide, then iodide, and melting point of fluoride is highest, then followed by chloride, followed by bromide, followed by iodides. Metals also react with ammonia to form metal amide plus hydrogen gas is liberated. The monoxides are ionic. Lithium oxide and sodium oxide are pure white solids. Surprisingly, K2O is yellow in color, rubidium oxide is bright yellow, and cesium oxide is orange in color. The crystal structure of lithium oxide, sodium oxide, potassium oxide, and rubidium oxide are antifluoride, that is opposite to the fluoride structure of CaF2. The antifluoride structure is like that of opposite to CaF2, except that the position of positive and negative ions are interchanged. Lithium ions fills the site occupied by fluoride ion, and oxide ion fills the sites occupied by calcium ions. That's why it is called antifluoride structure. Cesium monoxide has anti-cadmium chloride layer structure. Peroxides and superoxides, the peroxide all contain this peroxide ion. They are diamagnetic and are oxidizing agent. They are regarded as salts of dibasic acid, that is H2O2, and they react with water and acid giving hydrogen peroxide. Na2O2 reacts with water to form 2NaOH plus hydrogen peroxide. Sodium peroxide is industrially used for bleaching wood, pulp, paper, fabric such as cotton and linen. Because sodium peroxide reacts with CO2 in air, it has been used to purify air in submarines. It is popularly called oxone, and in confined spaces as it removes both carbon dioxide and produces oxygen. Potassium superoxide is even better for this purposes. Sodium peroxide reacts with carbon dioxide to form sodium carbonate plus oxygen is formed. Sodium peroxide even can remove carbon monoxide to form sodium carbonate. The superoxide contains O2 minus 1 ion, which has an unpaired electron and hence it is paramagnetic and colored. Lithium superoxide and sodium superoxides are yellow in color, which are very difficult to form. KO2 is orange, rubidium superoxide is brown, and cesium superoxide is orange. The superoxides are even stronger oxidizing agent than peroxides and give both hydrogen peroxide or oxygen with either water or acid. KO2 reacts with 2H2O to form KOH, hydrogen peroxide plus half mole of oxygen. KO2 is used in space capsules and in breathing masks because it produces both oxygen and removes carbon dioxide. Both the functions are important in life support system. KO2 reacts with carbon dioxide to form potassium carbonate and oxygen is liberated. KO2 can also react with CO2 in presence of water to form potassium bicarbonate and oxygen is liberated. What is the oxidation state of potassium in potassium superoxide? Superoxide species are represented by O2 1. Since the compound is neutral, therefore oxidation state of potassium is +1. Alkali metal always show +1 oxidation state. Reactivity towards water, the alkali metals react with water to form hydroxide and dihydrogen. 2M plus 2 water gives you 2 metal ion which are forming hydroxide plus hydrogen gas is formed. It may be noted that although lithium has most negative reduction potential, but reaction with water is less vigorous than that of sodium, which has least negative electrode potential among alkali metals. The behavior of lithium is attributed to its small size and very high hydration energy. Other metals of the group react explosively with water. They also react with proton donors such as alcohols, gaseous ammonia, and alkynes and liberate hydrogen gas. Reactivity towards hydrogen, alkali metals react with hydrogen at 673 Kelvin. Lithium reacts at higher temperature because it is less reactive. So lithium reacts at 1073 Kelvin to form hydrides. All the alkali metal hydrides are ionic solids with high melting points. So metal reacts with hydrogen to form ionic hydrides. Reactivity towards halogens, alkali metals readily react vigorously with halogens to form ionic halides. However, lithium halides are somewhat covalent because lithium has highest ionization enthalpy. Lithium ion is very small in size and very high tendency to distort electron cloud around the negatively halide ion, that is, it has high polarizing power. Since an ion with the large size can be easily distorted, so among halides, lithium iodide is most covalent, lithium fluoride is comparatively more ionic. Reducing nature. Alkali metals are strong reducing agents, lithium being most and sodium is the least powerful reducing agent. Reducing property depends upon three factors. The first one is sublimation energy, second one is ionization enthalpy, and third one is hydration enthalpy. So do not decide reducing power only on the basis of any one of these factors. With the small size of the ion, lithium has highest hydration enthalpy, which overcomes the sublimation enthalpy and ionization enthalpy, and that is the reason for the high negative electrode potential value, reduction potential value, and its high reducing power. These are the values. Lithium has got minus 3.05 volt, which is the lowest, whereas sodium has highest, and potassium, cesium, rubidium have almost same values, so they are equally good reducing agents. Lithium has most negative standard reduction potential of any element in the periodic table, largely because of its high heat of hydration. Standard electrode potential and Gibbs free energy has a relation delta G is equal to minus NEF. So in this reaction, that lithium ion gains one electron to the large negative value means delta G will have positive value. It means lithium ion is highly stable and it cannot gain electron to form lithium. Rather, lithium will lose electron easily to form lithium ion, and which is quite stable due to highest hydration energy. Electrode potential will be positive for this reaction and delta G will be negative for this reaction. Now, this is the reason that lithium liberates more energy than the other alkali metals when reacts with water. But the reaction of lithium with water is less exothermic, reason being lot of energy liberated is used as a sublimation energy as well as ionization enthalpy, because it has highest ionization enthalpy and highest sublimation energy, and therefore less energy is released overall when it reacts with water. This is the question: electrode potential for chlorine to chloride ion, iodine to iodide ion, silver ion to silver ion, sodium ion to sodium, and lithium ion to lithium ion are given. We have to arrange these species in the decreasing order of their reducing strength. No doubt, best reducing agent among these is lithium, which has got the lowest value. Second lowest value is of sodium. Therefore, sodium is the second best reducing agent. Then the value is of iodide ion. Then is silver. Now in positive is the lowest iodide ion, then higher for silver and highest for chloride ion. So this is the order of reducing power of these ions. Solution in liquid ammonia. The alkali metals dissolve in liquid ammonia, giving deep blue solution which are conducting in nature. The metals react with ammonia molecules to form ammoniated metal ions and ammoniated electron or solvated electron which absorbs energy from visible region and radiate blue color. And due to the presence of these ammoniated electrons, this solution is highly conducting and highly reducing. Dilute solution of alkali metals in liquid ammonia are dark blue in color. The main species present in solvated metal ions and solvated electrons, and solvated electrons are responsible for this color. The blue color of solution is due to ammoniated or solvated electron which absorbs energy from visible region of light and radiates blue color to the solution and imparts blue color to the solution. These solutions are paramagnetic due to presence of electrons and on standing slowly liberate hydrogen resulting in the formation of amides. This is the reaction taking place. Sodium reacts with ammonia to form metal amides plus hydrogen. Sodium will give soda amide, potassium will give potassium amide plus hydrogen gas will be formed. In the presence of impurities or catalysts such as iron, these reactions take place. These metal ions plus electron plus ammonia gives metal amide plus hydrogen gas is formed. Here AMs denotes solution in ammonia. When impurities or catalysts are absent, then alkali metals dissolve in very high concentration in liquid ammonia. The metals can be recovered simply by allowing the ammonia to boil off, so we will get the metals back. In concentrated solution, the blue color changes to bronze color and becomes diamagnetic. If blue solution is allowed to stand, the color slowly fades until it disappears due to the formation of metal amide. At the concentration above 3 molar, solutions are copper bronze colored and have a metallic luster because of the metal ion clusters are formed. These solutions in liquid ammonia conduct electricity better than any salt in any liquid, and the conductivity is similar to pure metals due to the presence of electrons or ammoniated electrons.